Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. It's what you wanted. KINGNELO show. Let's see where this one is going to take us, man. I'm pretty sure we're going to go down some interesting avenues with this particular show. But Canelo truly impressed me, man. And obviously I was always a Canelo fan, but I didn't expect what I got to witness. And I'm happy that I was there to catch it live. And if you watch Canelo Alvarez, you watched him brutally, clinically knock out one of the world's top light heavyweights. He was a titleist. It's up to you to call him a champion or not. I'm not here to debate that at all. I'm not here to let you know he was the best in that division, maybe at one point in time. Still in all, I made it my duty to interview anyone that I could and ask them their thoughts on anyone else at 160. Who else could do that? Who else could jump up in weight and defeat Kovalev? Now, before the fight, I was asking my interviewees, who could do this? Who could get the win? I never once asked those guys, could whoever they pick, if that be a Charlo or an Andrade, did they think that those guys could get the stoppage over Kovalev? That was never even discussed. But now that is the topic of conversation, right? People want to call Kovalev a cherry. People want to call him old. They want to call him done. Why no one picked Charlo or Andrade or Gennady to do this? And those that did not pick it by stoppage. Did not say that they would win by stoppage. I think it was I think it was Chris Mannix maybe that sat down with us. And and I think Chris Mannix sat down with us and he said, Andre could possibly do it stinking out the joint, if I'm not mistaken, was the words that he used. Obviously, Andre, Mora, who else? Someone else might have picked Andre to be able to possibly do this, but not many. Not many. Especially not via knockout. That is important. The knockout. Because people, they're trying to diminish what Canelo Alvarez has done. They're trying to belittle what it is that he did, moving up 2 weight classes. We seen Gabriel Rosado move up 1 weight class and not be able to do this versus Gennady Golovkin. Then we seen Kell Brook move up 2 weight classes and not be able to do this versus Gennady Golovkin. We seen Khan move up 2 weight class and a half, whatever, and not be able to do it versus Canelo. We see Mikey move up 2 weight classes and not be able to do it versus Earl Spence. So people are scratching their heads. They're like, whoa, how did this dude knock out Kovalev but not Triple G or Daniel Jacobs? I think it was the shot. For me, it was the shot because I never thought that Canelo would get the knockout. But it was the perfectly placed shot and everything that came before it. See that left hook right there if you're watching on YouTube? The left hook is really what started everything. It was an equilibrium shot. It caught him behind the ear, and it set him up to land the right hand when Canelo wanted. Because if you can see, he holds the right hand until he throws it. Now, obviously, I didn't watch anything, but I'm hearing from my viewers and listeners that Badou Jack might have or might not have said that he felt it was a dive. And I think there is an bit of internet chatter that this could be perceived as a dive. I think that's disrespectful. Badou Jack is a boxer, so he's within his right. You know, he will be able to deal with that with Kovalev on a personal level. But as far as us, I don't think that we should be saying that. I think that Kovalev has proven. Kovalev he's never ducked anyone outside of Adonis Stevenson, and we all know it wasn't a true duck. It was a duck of networks. You know, I have a deal with this network. I'm not going to ruin that deal for one fight. Other than that, he fought everyone we asked him to. No one is telling me the need to take a dive. And this isn't a pay-per-view event, so explain where the extra money would have came from for him to take this dive. Or you're telling me he took the dive based off the initial purse. I mean, the shit makes no sense. Bunch of weirdos is what you are that never been in the ring. But Kovalev, my hat goes off to him. You know, he had a good career. I think it's retirement time. I could see easily him coming back for another fight. I know he's got a 2-fight deal with Dazn, so I don't think he's retiring. And maybe a good win, you know, on the way out is what he needs, kind of like Anthony Carolla, just so he could be feeling good about his ego or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, come on, bro. You get knocked out by a 160-pounder. It's time to start, you know, checking out what's going on, especially for this camp, right? It's hard for me to believe that Buddy McGirt didn't try to work on the body and the stamina. Like, my man still got tired, knowing what was coming. Like, he knew the game plan. Everybody knew the game plan, and that didn't mean anything. Like, you couldn't even do nothing. So jabs all night. And people are upset about that. They're like, jabs all night. Now, come on, man. This fix is in. I mean, it's easy to throw jabs other than commit for shots when, you know, you're getting countered. My man was getting countered to the body. You guys acting like Canelo wasn't working, you know. I don't know. You know, maybe he could have been trying to go around the guard of Canelo when Canelo was in a high jab and he was hitting him, you know, because he was setting him up with the jab, patting on the guard. Then he should have came around with a right. I'm sure he tried that sometimes. But again, Canelo was faster and obviously a bit stronger, you know. But we're going to go ahead and start taking these phone calls. I do want to head on out to my sponsors, but I don't even have that right now, unfortunately. But let's go out to, what do we got here? Let me see if this is all ready. Already ready. Okay, so we're going to go to Kevin in Chicago. What up, Kevin?
What's up, you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, so Canelo jumped up in weight class and he beat Rocky Fielding.
Yep.
And then he jumped up in weight class and beat Canelo. Or beat Kovalev.
Correct.
with Kovalev with a 2-month turnaround. I'm curious. What do you think is the more impressive win? Canelo jumping up in weight and beating Rocky Fielding or Kovalev, or staying at his weight class and fighting a prime contender like Demetrius Andrade?
No, I think it's more impressive to beat Kovalev, especially in the way that he did it.
Even on the hydration clause.
Yeah,
he was on
even on the hydration clause, yeah. Because
so he weight
because super fights all have some sort of catch weight, right? Floyd had to move up to a certain weight. Cotto made Canelo fight at a certain weight. Pacquiao made Margarito fight at a certain weight. This is what happens when you have two big names. I mean, you weren't expecting a 160-pounder to just go up there, right?
No, I think he weight trained him. He took Kovalev looked ill. He looked ill. He didn't have the shine on him. He was weight trained. Way too much weight trained.
Nothing to do with Canelo and those left hooks.
No, he was nearly knocked out 2 months ago. 2 months ago, he was concussed badly. He had no business fighting in a short time in 2 months. Canelo, he asked for more time.
So you can get.
Canelo didn't give it to him.
Hey Kevin, I didn't know you can get concussed to the body. Because that's where Yard hurt him. You telling me he concussed him to the head with body shots?
Did you see him get rocked by that right hand? He got his brain rattled. He was knocked out he was hurt by a punch to the head.
Wow.
He got destroyed by a headshot. He was nearly knocked out. He got the stake leg.
I hear you, Kevin. That's your time, brother. We taking one caller at a time. Feel free to call in, and we're going to get this thing going. We got these lines open. Yeah, talk to me, man. We're talking Canelo Alvarez, pound for pound king. We got, looks like we got Joel on the line. Talk to me, Joel. Where you calling from?
Man, this is Mr. 704.
Oh, what up, Mr. 704? Talk to us.
I'm calling from Charlotte, but anyway, man, I got a little slight problem with my Mexican brother. Like anytime somebody said it was fake, we being racist bias, I pick Canelo. I've been watching boxing since Tyson when I was a little baby, 5 years old. When something looks fake, and a lot of people saying it's fake, man, now everybody's a Canelo hater. We're not Canelo haters. The shit looked fake to me when Kovalev got hit on the gloves and he did the chicken dance. I mean, so if something looks fake, I'm not being biased or anything. Like I said, I expected Canelo to win anyway, but also I don't feel like Canelo really did anything. He landed maybe 5 punches around. Kovalev just jabbed. And I see him in the chat, and it's kind of getting kind of disrespectful because, you know what I'm saying? I'm black Cuban, but I'm black first. My grandma taught me a long time ago that your language and your color is two different things in America. That's why she didn't teach us Spanish and teach my parents Spanish. So these Mexican people understand, everybody's not biased. And that's really all I got to say. So, shout out to the fellas. Y'all did a great job.
Well, thank you, brother. Look, I don't think it was a dive, but people do feel like Kovalev didn't even do anything. We got Given Quality saying that. Plenty of people feel like Kovalev was just jabbing. I do got to let you go, champ, because I got to keep the lines free. Unfortunately, I'm on the road, so I'm using the mobile, not the desktop, which doesn't allow me to. I don't know how to add. I'm pretty sure I can learn how to add or merge. But normally on the other, it comes right in and says merge. So it looks like we got Steve on the line. Talk to me, Steve. Looks like he dropped off. We'll ring him back. In the meantime, from the chat, Matt Garces, Canelo got a great win. That's what it was, in my opinion. And people really trying to discredit him. The funny thing is, before this fight, you seen my whole motto was who can do what Canelo's doing on Saturday. I asked everyone that, but Steve, you ready?
There?
Yes, sir. We hear you, brother. Talk to me.
Yeah. Okay, did you see the post-conference interview with Canelo?
No, I didn't, man. Traveling and things like that. But what did he say? What stuck out?
No, look at his forehead. Looked like it got beat by a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this shit. I hope these other guys listening to your show that put on. I'm not gonna mention names, but this shit they're saying about the fix is bullshit. That's like saying whenever your team don't win another sport, you say it's fixed. It's the same shit. I wish they would just cover another sport. This is bullshit. They're not giving credit to Canelo. Let Canelo hit you in the face and see what happens to you.
But listen, Steve, honestly, we're going to do another show. I don't know when, but it's going to be called Is Canelo the New Floyd? Because when Floyd was alive, which he still is, but active in boxing, we didn't enjoy his fights. We didn't appreciate his opponents. Yeah. We ridiculed every single opponent. Now, it's the cornerstone of our argument. Oh, look at how he whitewashed Guerrero. All of a sudden now the Guerrero fight means something because Keith fought him and all these other people fought him. But at the time that Floyd fought him, we couldn't stand the Guerrero fight. Maidana, same thing. We hated the Maidana fight. Now we talk about the Maidana fight and how great it was. Listen, we are of the mindset that we don't appreciate things while they're here. But we love them when it's gone. Yeah. That's just the nature of man, unfortunately.
Yes. You know, I'm a boxing fan first, and I enjoy watching Canelo. And I don't care, you know, what about him. I think he puts on great fights, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the sport. And I'll be damned if I'm going to say this shit's fixed. Like I said, go look at his head. His goddamn head looked like he got hit by a hammer.
Yes!
This shit ain't fixed.
Yes!
Totally agree. Well, Steve, man, thanks for calling in. We're going to free up the phone lines. Anybody else trying to call in, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Remember, we are in Alabama, so if you have any questions for Deontay Wilder, the best thing you can do is head on over to the patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. Look for the Ask Deontay Wilder a question and drop him one question per Patreon. Don't forget, you can also ask his trainer, Jay Diaz, and I'm also in the makes of posting one for Coach Cuz as well. We're going out to Cincinnati. Brandon, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Brandon?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yo, yeah. I want to agree with Steve. I want to see.
Well, you are breaking up. Maybe
that's a lame ass talk point.
I can't even hear you. You on the road? On the road again.
Can you hear me now? Is it better now?
It way better.
Okay, yeah, I agree with the last caller. I look narratives about how the fight was rigged and how Kovalev took a dive. And that shit is lame, man. I mean, it's just like people saying, it's just people who making money on YouTube, you know, hating on Canelo. So, you know, I got to give Canelo his props. He did win the fight fair and square, in my opinion. But, you know me, I'm Mr. Unbiased. I got to give, you know, my opinion both ways. The fight was fucking boring. It was a boring fight up until the knockout. I mean,
but that's the beauty, right? He came back. He was suffering adversity because he was down. On all the boxing fans' cards, he should have been losing.
And he shouldn't have been. I mean, to be honest, I mean, we can't compare it to Floyd. Because when Floyd used to fight, people called it boring, but Floyd just, you know, exhibited superior boxing skills.
Yeah, but that's game plan, Brandon. Like, one guy avoided shots, the other guy blocked and parried shots. The other guy used the ropes to absorb shots. Okay, so like that's just game plan. You can't. They're all boring. They're all boring. The difference is Floyd would take you 12 rounds of boring. This man gave you a knockout. He waited, and clinically knocked this man out. I mean, I listen, I was bored until I think this is better because you're like, man, what the fuck, bruh? Yo, why is Kovalev only oh, shit! What the?
Yeah.
I was shitting my. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I wasn't expecting it because it's like 10 rounds of Kovalev being able to take his shots. You know, he's chipping away at the body, but it's just Kovalev like, damn, he's durable.
Yeah.
He's going to use the jab to
was
stay
just-
away. Because everybody's like, oh, Ness, it was a fix because he only jabbed. No, motherfucker. He knew what this kid wanted to do.
speed.
He
The speed.
Bro,
He
it ain't
was
even the
scared of
speed. It ain't even the speed. You don't think he been here? He knows everybody think he weak to the body. He trying to stay away. He trying to survive. He wasn't even trying to win, but he was winning because he was landing more punches than Canelo because he was jabbing and throwing right hands. And while Canelo was just going for the one.
Covering up. Yeah, looking for the one hook to the body.
Exactly.
To the but as far as the Canelo pound for pound number one, I put him pound for pound number one right now. I give him that.
He gotta be.
Yeah, what's next for him? I might sound crazy saying this, but I want to see Triple G next.
Oh man!
I mean, at least I know we gonna get a good fight, man. The last 3 fights have been shit fights for Canelo.
No, Brandon, no. Triple G got Derevchenko business. Sorry, but you did get 3 minutes because I fuck with you. Any new callers call in? We got to do one at a time. I'm gonna try and actually dial back Super Mexi. And get him on the line. But yeah, no, man, no Triple G. Even though I'm telling you right now, they're probably, the Triple G is probably in the lead of fights that not only the Zone wants, but fight fans wants. I'm actually screen sharing what the WBC put out. Who's next for Canelo? Charlo being their first choice. Andrade, Derevchenko, Callum Smith, and Triple G. So the question is, who is next for Canelo? But let me go out to hold on, I'm here. Let me see how prepared Ness came for this particular party today. Let's see here. Bam. Nope, not there. Nope, not here either. Damn, Joseph dropping the ball. No intro for you. But what's up, brother? Joseph, you there? Leo. Wait, Leo said this is actually Mr. 704. What up, bro? CYP trying to call. CYP, I'm going to get you in, bro. I don't know how to merge this just yet. 704?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Oh, this is Josh in the New Orleans. Talk to me.
Right. Hold on. Let me get past this trooper right quick.
All right, while he does that, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Let's just, let the world know that we out here rocking, and there's a place that boxing fans could call in and really get it off their chest. See, if you're not happy with last week's fight, this is the spot to call in and let the world know why you don't think Canelo deserves this pound for pound number one spot, numero uno. Talk to me.
I'm back, Ness. I'm back. Hello?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why my Bluetooth tripping for some reason. I'm just going to do it with the phone in here. First of all, Canelo Mayweather, the only comparison Canelo and Mayweather can have is the hate. My hatred and my I guess I am a Canelo hater, and I'm a full-time hater at that. I've been one since the Erislandy Lara fight. After that fight, it became relevant to me what type of fighter this dude was. One, he go get outboxed by a boxer who can move on their toes. He can only fight certain style fighters, and he got fixed judges. He got every time he have a tough fight, it's always something. Canelo never just wins. Like it's just clear. It's a clear decision. Canelo won this fight. It's always some type of scrutiny. It's just something that always come along to do. If it ain't piss poor judging and scorecards, it's a close fight to where somebody else thought he won. Now, hold on. You going to say, well, hey, that's when you fight, when you step up in competition, you're supposed to have these calls. No. Not with him. The dude been, ever since 155, and he'd been fighting at 154, supposed to be fighting a junior middleweight. He couldn't make the weight, so he was fighting at a catchweight. I had a problem with that because he wasn't fighting none of them junior middleweights down there, and I think I'm right, junior middleweights down there when they was all relevant. And ever since then, Canelo just always been moving funny, and I know it got a lot to do with Oscar De La Hoya because how he running his career. But fuck it, their team, he go get the smoke too. Canelo been ducking all pressure fighters, not pressure for his coming, pressure fighters like a Andrade, a Charlo, somebody that's gonna put him in a situation where we're gonna have to see Canelo fight a dude, a peer around his age. All these fighters he's fighting is over the hill. They top. They old fighters. That fight he fought last weekend.
Josh, thanks for calling in. I mean, this is the same hate Mayweather received, you know. Mayweather received similar hate. They would say, oh, he never fought the young black slick fighter, you know, until he finally fought Berto, which no one really wanted, right? So we've been here, man. We've been here. I don't know. I think I'm just used to it. But CYP, what up?
Yo, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stop lying. We were talking about Floyd not fighting younger slick black fighters, not black fighters the same age as him. That's not what we're talking about. Floyd fought when Floyd was 30. He was fighting the cats at his age that was at his weight class, and he was whooping their fucking ass. When Floyd didn't start doing that picking because I'm the money man until he was 33 plus years old.
So you giving him a pass?
29. No. I'm telling you, don't compare the two because they're not the same.
Why can't we compare it? Because one chose to do it at a different age?
When you are 33 plus years old.
You know why Floyd did it at 33? I should call you checkmate because that's what you just happened to you. Floyd did it at 33 because he wasn't the money man until he became 33. Canelo's been the money man. Don't ever get it confused. Canelo's been younger. Yes, it's exactly. No, it has everything to do with it. Listen to me. I got facts. That's fine. You cannot dictate until you become the A side. Floyd didn't become the A side till he beat Oscar. Stop it, bruh. Canelo dictates. Canelo dictates. That's why he gets to pick his opponents, just like Floyd. Oscar
De La Hoya also fought those men when they was under 30. He was fighting them, and he was the money man. Sorry, when Sugar Ray Leonard was 30, he was fighting the guys his age when he was the money man. What you talking about, man? Like, you don't even know your history. Like, when the black fighters are the money men, they still fight the dudes they age. Checkmate, you just got checked. Canelo's the only one doing it when he's under 30, picking dudes to fight that are past the hill.
I see you got to get
fights were at 30.
I see you need other analogies because your Floyd analogy went down the toilet. I see you need other analogies because your Floyd analogy went down the toilet. That's what I see.
I've been the biggest dude on here killing you with this age debate. Everybody's going in talking about now.
Me. You can't kill me when you saying Floyd did it at 33.
Yes, he did it when he was older.
He did it when he could. He did it when he could. He did it when he could because he couldn't be the A side champ.
By age 34. Marvin Hagler was done. These guys were done at 160. They were done. So they moved up. When you move up, you gotta
Canelo been doing this because he's been the man.
No, Canelo's doing it because he's scared. Everybody else, when they were 29, 30, they had their biggest fight against dudes their age. Canelo's biggest fights are against dudes way older than him. You can't change history, my guy.
His biggest fight,
dudes older than him.
Like Floyd said.
35 plus, that's reality, and you have to deal with it. 35 plus.
Like Floyd said, your biggest fight is always your next fight.
And like Floyd said, you ain't the money man. I'm the money man. You follow my blueprint. Why you following my blueprint when I did it? When y'all say I was doing this, choose the fighter. Why are you doing that?
Who got the bigger contract? Chill, champ. Who got the bigger contract at a younger age? Chill, champ. Who's on the heels of the dude that's 40 at 29? Chill, champ. It's money-wise, view-wise, everything. Anything you want to talk about, the boy's right behind him. You can't talk Floyd without talking Canelo. I don't know if you know. But damn, y'all, I didn't know Austin Trout was 35 years old. Was he 35? I didn't know. I didn't know that shit. Yo, Checkmate, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, man?
What up?
Hey,
Checkmate. Let me ask you a question. No clock here. I ain't started. Before Canelo fought Austin Trout, that wasn't the biggest fight of his career?
He was already a champion.
Yeah, but before he fought Austin Trout, wasn't that the biggest fight of his career? Or would you say Josecito Lopez was bigger?
I would say Trout was as big, but okay. You're asking me, but you get me off my perch.
No, I'm not getting you off your point. I'm just showing y'all that CYP don't know what he's talking about, and every fight is the biggest fight of your career, especially the next fight, like Floyd said.
Thing about Canelo, and I don't understand why you wearing.
Y'all push the goalpost back. Y'all push the goalpost back when it comes to Canelo and Floyd.
You upset with the fighter who was never dominated a top fighter. I called it before.
Austin Trout wasn't a top fighter? Austin Trout wasn't a top fighter? What about Kovalev? He wasn't a top fighter? Kovalev wasn't a top fighter?
Kovalev was the old cherry pick. Everybody was picking Kovalev to get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it,
Who picked him to get knocked out? You called in for knockout? Because you'll be lying. You'll be lying if you say he was knocking him out.
Well, everybody was always going to get him by a body count.
Did you say he was going to knock him out?
I said there's zero chance Kovalev would walk out of Vegas.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Push the goalpost back.
Now,
push the goalpost back. Now there's zero chance. Okay.
I got it on Twitter. I got it on Mike Coverture. I got all of it. I said zero chance he wins. Number one, if he lost the fight, he got a bag from Dazn for a 2 or 3 fight deal. So with the Canelo plus losing, he's making more money in these 3 fights than he's made his entire career. He has every incentive to throw that fight. He don't care. He don't care about no legacy. He's already been knocked out by average people. Okay? So the thing about it is, it was the boringest fight ever. I was like, his crowd was booing him, Ness. Please take his glasses off, Ness. Canelo is good. Not great.
When Floyd was getting booed, he wasn't getting a knockout.
First of all, we know Floyd and Canelo was in 2 different leagues when it comes to boxing.
You're right. Canelo's actually fighting the top composition.
Yes. He's telling the truth. Listen, and then he being protected by the WBC witness protection program.
Oh, like Wilder? Like Wilder is?
Wilder better not take that. He better not fucking take that.
Take what?
He better not. Listen, don't come here. Hey, did you listen to the boxing?
How many mandatories did Deontay Wilder have in his 10 defenses?
I'm not. You're talking. See, you're trying to throw. Hey,
no. You said the WBC is protecting Canelo, and I said like Wilder
with the franchise belt.
All right, so they protecting Wilder with his mandatory. Then that's what you're telling me.
Wilder don't have the franchise.
No, but he got a mandatory. He got a mandatory. How many mandatories has he fought? How many mandatories has he fought in them 10 title defenses?
How many mandatories did Wilder ever duck?
How many has he fought in 9? Because the 10th fight is.
Yes or no? One question. Yes or no? Did Canelo duck Andre, which was his mandatory, and got stripped and got elevated to that status to the franchise witness protection program? Yes or no?
Did Canelo duck who? Because you yelling.
He ducked Andre. Listen, I'm gonna see you the boxing social.
Yo, listen. Calm down, because you clipping. You yelling too much, so you clipping the audio.
My bad.
And we can't hear who you saying Canelo duck. Say the name clearly. Andre. He ducked Andre. When did he duck Andre?
And Andre was his mandatory. I mean, excuse me, not Charlo, not Andre. Listen. He ducked Charlo because Charlo was his mandatory. He ducked Andre because that was the belt that he had to get undisputed.
All right. So let me ask you a question. What happened first? The negotiations with Canelo and Kovalev, or the WBC mandating Charlo to be full champion? What happened first? What happened first?
Yeah, but let me.
What happened first? I can't give you extra time if you're going to avoid the question because you're way past the 3 minutes. What happened first? Exactly.
What?
Murderer's Row is what's happening. Motherfucker, you know what happened first. My man was negotiating with Kovalev before the WBC even gave him franchise title. Okay? Before he gave him franchise, he was negotiating for a bigger fight. What's bigger? Your mandatory? That we always... I don't know. Didn't Wilder try to give Stavern $600,000 not to fight his mandatory? So the WBC, instead of allowing Canelo to pay Jamal Charlo step aside money, they just made him champion. But you saying that Canelo ducked Charlo to fight Kovalev? I don't know. Everyone that I interviewed didn't even think that Charlo could beat Kovalev. So I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'm sorry. But we are taking phone calls. All you got to do is add Nesta Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Yeah. So, yeah, just call us up and let us know what's up. What do you want to talk about? Nello, the rehydration king. Okay, rehydration king. Nice. What else? What else we got here? Let me put that up here. Okay, here we go. We got one. Looks like we got Stone Bone Boxing calling in from them Rocky Mountains. What up, Stone Bone?
What's up with you, Ness? What's
chilling,
up,
man? Chilling.
Man, good work down there in Vegas, man. Welcome back to getting everybody come, man. You had everybody going crazy with no shows, man. You know, it's like TBV is like the new Kush, man. We got to have that morning, noon, and night.
For sure. I'm with it, man. Finally got my little on the road setup properly working. So yeah, we rocking out, man. All is missing is Mike, but I actually talked to him after the first show, and he and Enrique both sick, man. They caught the flu. I don't know. That's that
where
Vegas.
you at? You in Alabama already?
I'm in Alabama already, man. Waiting few more hours to get to the champ.
Oh damn, that boy is on the move, man. That boy got hella frequent flyer mouth.
Nah, man. I actually drove to Alabama, man. Put that 14-hour in, B. The hustle, the grind don't stop.
Yeah, how many hours is that from Jersey?
14.
Ooh wee.
Right off the flight, champ. No. All I did was stop to sex the wife and gotta go.
I checked on them Bulldogs too, man. I know that was
of course.
But yeah, man. As far as what's next, to me though, the fight was a little lackluster. You know what I mean, it just seemed like Canelo knew what he had to do. He knew that. He saw how Kovalev gassed in the yard fight. He saw how Kovalev gassed against Ward, and Canelo knew that. Canelo understands how to fight in spurts and how to fight in kind of like bunches. You know what I mean? Like he can go for a 45-second fight, fall back defense for about 45 seconds, and then come back and press the action the last 45 seconds. And he knew that once Kovalev stopped, and if he knew that if he got the opportunity, the yard got, he knew that he would finish it. To me, it just seemed, I don't want to say Kovalev was tired or overworked or none of that. It just, but maybe that was too quick of a turnaround for him. I mean, maybe a 25-year-old guy can do those 4 fights a year and fight every 3 months. I mean, every 3 months, 4 times a year. But a 37-year-old man, I don't think he can do it. And plus, when we don't hate Canelo, you know what I mean, when Canelo don't have a fight, we can throw him love, you know. When he have a fight, we kind of have a tendency to hate on him because for the last 3 years now, what we've been saying, Canelo's got great since he learned from Floyd. You know what I mean, we give him that credit. But once he have a fight, we kind of take it from him. You know what I mean? Kind of the same as we did with Floyd. Yeah, Canelo has reached that point to where it is as popular to hate on him as it is, you know what I mean, to cheer for him.
Yep. That's all it is. That's all it is.
That's superstar. Yeah, that's the superstar stratosphere. That's not, I tell people, we like other sports. There's a difference between a star player and then a superstar. You know what I mean? A star is a person who can start on a team. A superstar are your LeBron, your Kawhi, the Canelos, the Floyd Mayweathers. where Earl and Terrence are trying to get to the superstardom. So as far as ducking Charlo, we knew that the Charlo fight wasn't gonna happen. And the thing that bothered me is I love that I hear Bud calling out Spence. I've never
Stone Bone, thanks for calling in. Let's see who else. Anybody want to call in? You already know. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Why type when you can Skype? Yeah, man, we're talking KINGNELO. Talking KINGNELO and how he's not getting the just credit he deserves. Team Batman Boxing, what it do? Got to meet up with Batman Boxing again in the UK. Yo, who's this? Oh, who's this? What's your name, sir?
By a nobody. And you're trying to beat the pound-per-pound fighter.
Yo, what's your name, sir?
An old man.
Sir, what's your name?
Turnaround.
Sir, what's your name? Sir,
you should be fighting prime contenders. There's plenty.
So we're going to go to CYP. What up? CYP, you there? CYP. All right. Looks like we lost him. All you got to do is call in, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. It's funny how now the narrative is the fight came too fast. That's hilarious. Now he didn't have a long enough layoff in between fights. When boxing fans sit around here all day saying, "Oh, back in the day, the great champions used to fight 6 times a year." John, that one white boy with the background noise, talk to us. John?
Yo, what's up, man? You know, people saying Kovalev didn't go all out. He probably didn't leave it all in the ring like he wishes he would have now. He was listening to his coach. Even before the fight, they were saying they don't need the old crusher. They need a smart crusher. And that's what he did. He jabbed him, but them jabs weren't really breaking a lot of the guard. But, you know, and he KO'd him. You can't fix that. There's no fixing a KO. But there's a lot of Canelo haters out there, that's for sure. He is the next Mayweather if y'all going to hate on him like that. But
definitely.
All right, I'm out.
They definitely hating on KINGNELO without a doubt. Don't forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. We're talking Canelo Alvarez decapitating Sergey Kovalev. Getting the win in the fashion that we never really expected, yet people still hating. It's all good, man. They gonna miss him and love him when he's gone. And that's how it is with everything, man. You know, that's how it is with everything. We never appreciate it when it's here, you know. We've heard it in rap songs all day, man. They say they never really wish you till you dead or miss you till you dead or you gone. That's Jay-Z, you know what I mean? But we going out to Big Supermax. What's going on, champ?
What up, man? Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. You sound a little bit muffled there. I don't know, like your Bluetooth ain't the truth.
Sorry about that. I was getting situated. What about now? A little better?
Yeah.
All right. No, you know what, man?
Yo, turn that signal light off, bro. You gonna make somebody crash.
My bad, champ. I'm on the road right now. No, but it's like we say, man.
Yo, your Bluetooth sucks, FYI. You sound like you in the back of the truck still putting up stuff in the back.
Hold on 1 second.
Why y'all don't got them iPods, man? It's just iPhone headphones, so you just be like, whoa, you know?
I'm going to put them on my Christmas list, man. Ship it to me.
Yeah, man, I get shit. $30, I got you all day, man. It's nothing.
But nah, man, you know what? It's like they say, there's always an excuse. There's always something. It's never enough, you know. But it's like you say, Canelo's the money man right now, and he's the top star in the sport. Point blank period. You know, when it's not your favorite fighter doing it, you got a problem with it. But when it's your favorite fighter, it gets a pass. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I thought it was a like I said, it wasn't. Everybody thought it was a boring fight, but I thought it was the way Kovalev should have fought it. Look, if he wouldn't have got caught in the last round, we'd be talking about how he put off a perfect game plan to beat Canelo. The whole narrative would be different.
You already know it.
But you know, people talk about him being soft to the body, but when you look back at the Ward fight when he got stopped by Ward, that was all set up by a left hook that hurt him too. The left hook hurt him. And
my thing is this, bro. These people that are like, oh, soft to the body or old and, you know, not given the credit. It's like, why didn't anyone else do this then? Like, why wait for Canelo to do this to then say, oh, this guy is old? Why no one else thought of it? Why this wasn't the cherry pick for Charlo or Demetrius Andre? Why it didn't matter who I spoke to and no one gave those guys a shot that they gave Canelo? You know why? Because those guys are real boxing fans, and the people that are talking about this fixed fight and all that, they're not real boxing fans. They're looking for views. They're looking for attention. They're not looking for the truth. You know, they're looking for controversy. They want controversy, but there is none here. You know, I don't even know any fighter that has ever, you know, done an interview, an article like, yeah, I'm gonna do a tell-all on the fight that you know I took a dive in. I mean, there is one. I did see one book on it, but it's a dude that I never heard of. You know, some old school shit. I don't know. This dive shit is just corny. Kovalev, he didn't take a dive with Ward. He didn't take a dive with Ward. He's gonna take a dive with Canelo. Like, damn, Canelo got that much power in boxing. He has that much power in actually, Canelo brings that much economics to boxing that they have to cheat. That's what they're saying. When the numbers don't tell us that. It's not like we're doing shows every day stating that Canelo Alvarez broke gates left and right, right? I don't remember that. So, I mean, he didn't break a gate with Rocky Fielding. He didn't break gates with Daniel Jacobs. So why are we assuming that the powers that be are paying to make sure that this man continues to win? It's fucking the most ridiculous narrative.
What fighter do you know that respects himself would be willing to take a dive of that level? You're talking about a 3-time world champion.
I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not going to say that because, you know, with the right money, you make anybody do anything possibly. But I'm just saying Kovalev, you know, has never taken a dive before, you know. Like, you know, a month ago, Yard, who isn't on the level of Canelo, almost did this, and nobody was saying Kovalev took a dive there. Now it's Canelo, the face of boxing, so he's gotta be taking a dive. You kidding me? It's Canelo.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, had he not got caught, we'd be talking about how he executed the perfect game plan on Saturday
No, listen,
night, so.
I'm telling you, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. If he didn't knock out Kovalev and he would have won a decision, people would have been calling it a robbery. The fix was in. He knocked him out, and they still saying he fixed it. Clown sauces, man.
It's going to be good enough, man. Not till he's long gone.
Brother, it was the same for Floyd. We didn't love him. We didn't love him when he was here. And I say I put myself in that group even though I was not. I'm on record. I'm on record enjoying all his fights. I'm enjoying the beauty. See, Canelo does it different. He's parrying, he's blocking. That's why some of those shots got hit on the head. You know, and he was marked up. You know, we have Floyd, who was totally making people miss. It was a thing of beauty. Some didn't like it. They didn't enjoy it. And that's okay, man. Everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody, man. But it's almost lunchtime here. I'm going to be going to Dreamlands for lunch today, man. We're going to do some ribs out here in Alabama. You know, that's where Wilder get the power from, Dreamland ribs. I'm telling you, B. Yo, Max, Super Max, you know I got Donnell. He's coming in today.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that, man. Hey, wish them best of luck, Border Wars, all the brothers behind.
Yo, CYP, you got fans. They want to hear you call in. Please call in, CYP. Expose this shit. I need a little kitty cat soundbite.
Hey, Ness, check that Border Wars chat, by the way, when you get a chance, champ.
For sure. You said the chat, right?
Yeah, the Border Wars chat.
Will do. Where's CYP at?
You better not duck me, son.
I'm right here, baby. Let's go.
Hey, I'm waiting on you.
Let's go. I'm right here.
Hey, man, your people, your audience demanded you call in. I don't know what they want from you. I can't help you with everything.
Hey, they already know. They already know what's about to pop. They know if you hang that phone up or I go and I disappear, I'm going back to collect data and I'm coming back to destroy. Now, you said, listen to this part, man. Just let me make my point. I didn't win to study. Give me some credit for studying. Let me bring back what I done gathered. Let me share it with the audience. When my man Mayweather became the cash cow after Oscar De La Hoya, he had 11 fights. Out of those 11 fights, 8 of those fights were against dudes 32 or younger. Almost, let me go. That's 8 of 11 dudes 32 or younger. 8 out of 11. You said that being the cash cow means you can go ahead and do that and get an excuse. He doesn't need an excuse because he didn't do what you said he was doing. We all know that Mosey was older, but Mosey just beat the fuck out of Margarito. And then you had my guy Marquez. And we know what Marquez was still doing. We already know this. Those are the older guys that he fought that were 36 plus. Now, that's crazy to me. Because you just said that Canelo is following the Floyd blueprint. If he was, he'd be fighting younger guys like Floyd was fighting. Younger guys in their prime, like Floyd was doing. He didn't do that. So let's stop. Let's kill that noise. Because 8 out of 11 says I'm right. So you can argue that dumb shit if you want to, but 8 out of 11 says I'm right. Secondly, we're gonna talk about this because this is something that really needs to be said. I actually love. Get that background out of here. I actually love Mexicans. As much as people don't think I do, man, my dad is half Mexican. So I'm part Mexican. My family's in Laredo, Texas. I visited them in December. I love Mexicans. Don't get it twisted. But I've noticed something about the fan base, man. Y'all knew that Julio Cesar Chavez's record was bullshit. Y'all knew he lost to Fernandez. Y'all knew these things, but y'all still went around shouting how great he was and how his record was so amazing. Y'all still did that. When Canelo tested positive, y'all didn't want to talk about the clenbuterol. Now y'all sitting here and y'all pretending like Canelo didn't have a hydration clause. Canelo didn't catch him off of 2 months when he almost got knocked out by y'all.
There is no facts though on the hydration clause, FYI.
No.
Dan Rayfield. Calm down.
Because Kovalev out his own mouth when the fight was over, he said the clause got me. The clause got me. I was drained. That's exactly what he said. If there was no hydration clause, why the fuck would anybody use the word clause and drained if there wasn't a hydration clause?
It's because he's Russian, so his English is bad.
You're right. That's what it is. But I'm warning y'all, Mexican fans, do not turn into the UK. Because you think I unleash hell on the UK, I will unleash hell on you like you've never seen before. Man up. Y'all are great boxers. Continue to be great boxers. Don't allow this to be your narrative because in the future, you think they not going to go back and look at their ages. You think they not going to do that. Every year, social media gets better and better and better. You're going to be exposed. Don't do it.
CYP out. I'm going to go to Rue in the 504. Talk to me. Rue, talk to me. Is it Rue? 504? Dallas Cowboys is Rue, right? Or is it Rod? Rod at 870.
Rod.
Damn.
Yeah, Rod, man.
What up?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Chill.
Man, appreciate all the work you guys put in, man, last couple of weeks, man. You really been doing it up, man.
Rod, unmute yourself. I had to mute you. I was trying to find the culprit with the
okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay, cool. Now, what I was saying was appreciate all the work you guys did, and hopefully the listeners out there supporting you as we should, giving us all this great content. But my take on the fight is this. I think Canelo did what he had to do. He knocked him out. There was absolutely no question that knockout was legit. Canelo should be unquestioned, unanimous pound for pound fighter in the world. He has a better resume. He has a victory versus some of the best fighters in the world. He fought Floyd Mayweather. So although he lost, he still got in the ring with him. I think his resume is way better than anyone else's. I think is unquestioned. He's the pound for pound champion, right? And that's even me being a Canelo. I'm not a hater because I like Canelo. I just sometimes.
But you are a Crawford. You are a Crawford fan, huge fan, and you're taking Crawford off your number one to put Canelo there, rightfully so.
Absolutely, and so with Canelo, I've always been the guy that said I want to see more out of Canelo the way I wanted to see more out of Floyd, like fight these fighters. But Canelo, with his resume, there's no question that was a great victory. Now here's the kicker, Ness. Through that fight, through 10, I had to fight 5-5. I had Canelo winning 5, Kovalev winning 5, and I had Canelo landing the stronger punches. That's why I gave him 5 rounds, because a lot of people that was watching with me had Kovalev up, but I'm more of a fighter where I like the more impactful punches. Canelo, I will say this: had that fight gone to the scorecards, Canelo would be getting a lot of. The fight was thrown today. The fight was always for him.
But they already doing that. That's what I'm saying. I'm so mad because guess what?
I'm surprised people still doing it.
If the fight goes to the scorecards, there's a good possibility Kovalev was going to get robbed, even though 2 judges had him up. They had him up. The judges had him up, right?
No, they had Canelo up. 2 judges had Canelo up 96-94.
Oh, my God.
And one had a draw.
See?
So
there you go. So he was going to get robbed. And people was going to talk anyway. The dude knocks him out, and they still saying, it's a fix.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised. Like CYP, I know I always respect, his opinion. I'm surprised that with the knockout, and that knockout was legit because he caught him with a flush left hook, and then he came right back with that straight right. I don't give a fuck what you throwing. That knockout was legit. I don't give a fuck. Right?
What about this other CYP narrative about Canelo? All his big names have been 35 plus, which seems to be slightly true. Does that matter to you, the age of the champions in which he has been dethroning?
No, because it's the risk you're taking, and this is what I mean. When he fought Trout, he could have avoided Trout. He beat Trout. That was a great win, his best win at the time. When he fought Floyd Mayweather, he could have said, I want to stay undefeated. I'm not going to take on this fight. He took on the fight. And even with this Kovalev fight, up until this last fight, we have seen Kovalev hurt every fighter he got in the ring with. Every fight he got in the ring with, he hurt them, and he was able to put power punches on them. So how did Canelo supposed to know that this guy was going to come in and pity pat him the whole fight? He didn't know that. So Canelo was taking a risk. So even though Kovalev was a stronger puncher and he was older, I still give him credit for that because he went up 2 weight classes and nobody knew when Kovalev was going to hit that wall. And so it was a risk in itself. So yeah, you can look at the age, but you also got to look at the risk. It's almost like if Roy Jones at 29 would have went up and fought a 36-year-old Holyfield. He still would have been taking a risk, even though the fighter was older. It's not like he's fighting a younger, older fighter. A smaller, older fighter. It's not like he's going down in weight and taking on a smaller, older fighter. So I give him credit for that. I give him credit for going up 2 weight classes and taking on an older guy with power. So I just think it canceled itself out. I think I hear what CYP is saying, but man, when you look at what Canelo has done.
Well, I want to thank you, obviously, for calling in. Davidian, you're up. I know you've been trying to get in for a while now, man. It's just very difficult on the merging tip, but how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, because my headphones be acting up. Got the iPhone joint, so I'm glad it's clear. But
yeah, no, definitely clear.
Yeah, I mean, the night was pretty dope, though. I mean, the Strada versus Sparza, that was a good-ass fight, except the headbutt. But that was a good, I like them. The women, they be throwing it down, too. That was pretty dope. The headbutt, though, that was kind of nasty. But women was throwing it down too. But Canelo, he did his thing. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of boring, but it was kind of boring. But he did knock him out. He did knock him out. And I should be eating my Crocent submarine, which I did because I remember I was the one picking Kovalev. But Kovalev just, I don't know, he looked like an old man. He looked like he was 63 instead of 36. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, Canelo, I don't know. I want to see who he fights next. But that's really what I want to see. I want to see who what's the next. If you want the next big fight.
Make sure you're talking into the microphone earpiece there, brother. The little, just kind of pull it out towards your mouth so you talk clearly into it because you're going in and out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Perfectly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, other than that, I'm not gonna say fixed, but fight was boring to me, and then the delay. I don't know. I didn't like that.
Delay was horrible, man. I'll be honest with you. The delay was horrible, but I had no issues with it because I was working, so I needed that time to charge and just do other things to make sure that everything I was trying to get done worked out. But, I didn't even go and look at that fight. I promise you, I didn't go look. They showed us the Diaz fight. I didn't even go and look at it, but people were watching it. And people are not happy about that. Fight fans are definitely not happy that that he bowed down to boxing is what they're saying. People sent me messages like, "Yo, Floyd would never have pushed this fight back." Bob Arum would never. They said. Now maybe Floyd would never. I'm not sure. I'm not great with remembering things, but I remember Manny Pacquiao waiting until the basketball game was over to go out. I remember that.
Yeah.
So. Smart people do things that make money. You know what I mean? Smart people do things that make money. So either you want to make money or you don't.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you'll see, I think, if it was Floyd, they probably would have scheduled around. I mean, it worked out, but I'm like, damn, this is taking forever. I almost fell asleep.
Well, Davidian, man, thank you for calling in as always. To Sean Ferguson is saying, is Skype the only way to call in? Actually, it is the only way to call in from the road right now. But if you need a landline number, I got that for you. My Skype number is, it's like a 732 number. Let me see here. Where do I find this number? I don't know. But I gave it out another day. I mean, it's probably on my homepage. It should say it on my Skype page. So if you add Nestor Gibbs anyway, you should be able to see it. It's like a 732 number. And, yeah. Because I guess I can't get to that from my... Actually, let me just go to my email and get Skype number. But in the meantime, adding Nestor Gibbs will definitely get you on the show. And we're going to go to Stainless. Talk to me.
Yo, we back with another one.
You already know, man. Always working.
I always appreciate that you called me on an off day, too. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm balancing the win right now. That being said, with this Canelo fight, man, he going to hate me for this, but he didn't move anywhere in my barometer. You know what I'm saying? It's like with the like I said with the Sean Porter Errol Spence fight, like he did what I expected him to do.
What? No way. No way. No way. No way. He didn't. You didn't expect him to get the knockout, especially not like this. Come on, man.
Hey! You cut me off. Yeah, he got it to the head instead of the body, but personally, that's what I thought he was going to do. Was knock Kovalev out. I mean, he didn't decrease. He didn't go down on my. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still where he was at. You know what I'm saying? He's still in my top 3 pound for pound. But you know what I'm saying? He ain't I couldn't move him up for that victory, man. I think I discussed that beforehand. Like if he won that fight, it wasn't gonna move him nowhere. It was a devastating knockout, and it looked good. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything away from what Canelo did. But, you know what I'm saying, I need him to fight some prime fighters, man. Like, that cat 29. I know he got a lot of wear and tear on his body. He got a lot of road miles at this point. But that cat's still 29 years old, man. Like, he need to fight some younger fighters, man. Like, don't wait till you in your 30s to start fighting people that's younger than you, man. Like, you the king, man.
So you really think? Hold on. So you really think he ducking people because of their age and not because of their accomplishments?
No,
like,
I don't think.
Why
that,
do it matter that you young if you ain't done shit?
I don't think that. But if you ain't done shit, that's even more reason to go ahead and get them out of the way.
Why?
Instead of saying, like they boring and all that. Because if you supposed to, then you just a prize fighter. Then, like, say you're a prize fighter.
How many people called out Floyd Mayweather, bro? This is exactly why I use him as the exactly. This is why I use him as the comparison. Everybody want a shot, man. Everybody can't get a shot. You can only fight one person at a time.
This is true. This is true.
And what fight is bigger? What fight was bigger, Charlo or Kovalev?
Rocky Fielding.
Rocky Fielding was bigger than you.
Of course not. That's what I'm saying. If you got time to fight somebody that's a no-name like Rocky Fielding, then you can't get an excuse that Charlo or Andre not a big enough.
Bruh, come on. You got to be smarter than that, man. Rocky Fielding was the test. He was the test. You don't test with a Charlo. You test him with Rocky Fielding. Can I really move up? Can I really fuck with these dudes? Let me see. Oh, I got it. Give me the baddest man now. I want Kovalev. That's what that was. I can't believe you didn't notice that, but that's all right. We're going to go to NL, man, on the mastermind tip. Talk to me, NL.
Man, silliness, bro. So Ness, you watched that whole fight, and you didn't feel nothing like, it wasn't nothing just, like, with this dude missing weight. He's struggling to make fucking weight, dog. Then he get in the fight. This motherfucker drew like 5 right hands the whole fight, dog. The whole fight. So
what you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I mean, you gotta admit, dog, something's going on, right?
What is going on? Tell me what's going on.
I mean, I really don't know. No, that shit just like this motherfucker. 5 right hand, man. This motherfucker just fought like an old man, dog.
So
like an old man in that fight,
because it's a Canelo fight, is a fix. But when
check this out.
Hold on. Let me finish my sentence. Let me finish my sentence, though. Let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
Because it's a Canelo fight is fixed, but when we see other old fighters get old, why they get the excuse and we say, man, he got old overnight, bruh. But for Canelo, he cheating. The fix is in. He paid him. But for any other fighter, he got old overnight, bro. That shit happens. One night you just get old.
I ain't say he was cheating, dog.
Man, you know what? We talking the elephant in the room. Everybody out here insinuating in the chat. Everybody, that's how they feel. That's how they feel.
Yeah, but check this out, dude. Check this out, dude, dog. This dude come up 2 weight classes. He bullied him the whole fight. Man, he made Canelo look like Mike Tyson, dog. Like the whole fight,
bruh,
he just trying to avoid.
That's called game plan.
This motherfucker.
That's called game
smaller
plan.
Guy. You just let him bully you on that? You just let him bully you the whole fight. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. This dude, like Kovalev. What the weight? What was the cutoff at the weight? Like, what did he do? Like 190 prior to that fight, though. Like Canelo pushing back. I'm a Kovalev.
He had a rehydration clause according to Kovalev.
Man, I don't. So you don't feel no type of way. That's just no. That's just like
I'm like I do feel a type of way. I do feel it. I'm like, holy shit, KINGNELO scored a knockout over this dude.
I ain't that, dog. I got one more question before I go. Look, check this out. If it goes 12 rounds, you think Kovalev had a possibility of winning that fight if it went 12?
I had Kovalev up at the time of the stoppage. Judges
didn't. Do you think he was going to get the decision? What was he going to get the decision?
Based off the scorecards, it ain't look like he was going to get a decision.
Come on,
But
Man, you gotta knock. You gotta
that's your
knock
call.
it.
That's 3 minutes. But look, I'm gonna tell you this though, N.O. He ain't get the decision, right? Or it looked like he wasn't gonna get the decision, but he got the knockout, right? He knocked him out. And he ain't get the decision because it ain't go to decision because he knocked him out. What y'all couldn't do. I bet you Yard and Tunde Ajayi not saying it was a fix. You know what I mean? They seen the same thing. That's why they went for Kovalev. They just couldn't capitalize. But we got Lids Low, the ringer. Talk to me.
Yo, what's happening?
What
Shout
up?
out to Baldy for making me a ringer. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised by all this. Something must have happened, or it was thrown, or whatever the case may be. For me, for the fight, Kovalev was controlling, a good portion of it with the jab. So I don't know why people trying to say like the
Game
man
plan.
old or
Game plan.
You know how I
Listen,
do?
Lids Low, they don't know how to watch a fight. They don't know what they want. Oh, Ness, he ain't doing it right here. He using a jab to stay away. He trying to save his energy. He
Yes,
knows
sir.
he knows he ain't got no tank. He trying his best to stay up.
Right. So again, like I think it was you that said earlier, some people really just don't know boxing. And it's okay. If you just like to see knockouts, that's just your thing. Cool beans. But shout it, when it comes to some goddamn boxing, just leave your little 2 cents out of it if you don't know shit about it. Dead ass. Hey, Kovalev did his thing. If y'all don't know what a fucking jab is, go back and watch the fight. He came out with it in the first goddamn round, shout it. I don't know. Again, I don't know why people tripping, shout it. Hey, Canelo, you won, my nigga. Like I say, if you get your ass in the ring, goddamn fight. So he got his ass in the ring. He fought. I ain't tripping. I ain't got nothing against it. So what I would like to see, though, depending on what Canelo really want to do, he really got to get these question marks out the air, though. And I think, honestly, he can take Andrade, or Andre, whatever y'all want to call him. But I think he will have a little something, a little contest with Charlo. But if I want Canelo, like, I know he want to be great. He is great. I ain't knocking him. But shout it, make sure if you want to go through and make sure ain't nobody talking about your shit, which they going to talk anyway, but make sure you take care of this Charlo and this Android situation if you come back down. But if you don't come back down, well, go on about your business and do what the fuck you got to do in them other weight classes. But if you bring your ass back, Canelo, I fucks with you, but we need that fight, Pimp. I know you all about your money, but let's not make it all about money. You feel me? Let's
So
get the
you want
fight,
which fight is the biggest fight for you?
For me, Charlo.
Charlo. Okay, I thought you said Andre.
Because I think he can take Andrade. I think he can take Andrade.
Can't disagree there.
That's my call, man.
All right, brother. Let me get ahead and add Keem to this. And now we are going to Jerome. Talk to me. Gotta unmute, champ.
Oh, I'm just listening.
All right. Let's see here. So I got the on the road soundboard, fellas. So I don't think I have everyone's intro, which sucks. So all right, Matt, talk to me. Garces, what it do?
What up, Ness? You hear me?
Loud and clear.
What's going on, bro? At the top of the stoppage, bro, I had it a draw. I thought Kovalev was doing good work in between. Like, Canelo would take, like, maybe 2 rounds in between each Kovalev round, but Kovalev was working his game plan real good with his jab, keeping Canelo on the outside, not letting him come in until, like, he got stopped, which I thought was a perfect game plan, but it's just, he was saving on that just so he'll make it through the fight and stay up on his feet, man. People really got to, like, with this whole fix stuff, man, that's just dumb, dude. That's just people that like to hate, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Canelo did exactly what he needed to and did something anybody else at 168 wouldn't have tried, Kind of like what you were bringing up all week. Which middleweight could you even see thinking about, let alone thinking about it, going up the step against Kovalev?
And I couldn't find many pundits to give me a clear name. They had to be pushed. I think one mentioned Triple G. couple names for Andre, and the least amount of votes was for Charlo, which was shocking. I thought he was the bigger puncher.
But I thought Canelo was going to stop him to the body. I didn't think he was going to knock Kovalev out. You know, I was shocked when Kovalev went down.
Super shocked.
And
shocked.
And then for the ones that said, you know, yeah, they should have counted. He wasn't going to get up in time. He didn't get up for a solid minute after that. He was still trying to find himself. But the next big fight for this, I would say make the Andre fight. That would be the biggest DAZN fight to make. You know, it's in-house. It's all on the same label. So that would be a good DAZN fight to make for next year. If not, do the obvious Triple G at super middleweight, because, you know, Canelo's not going to come right back down to 160. That's too much weight to just jump up and down, you know. We've seen what happens in history and in the past. But and another thing, quick thing, when it comes to fighting young fighters, it shouldn't matter the age. It should matter how good the fighter is. Look at just this past year, the year of the old fighter. It took Canelo to do what Yard couldn't do.
I mean, Ward couldn't do it. Ward got dropped. He didn't drop. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, even
Ward went down.
The hate is real. You know what I mean? The hate is real for this kid.
But you got to look at a couple. You know, look at Manny Pacquiao, what he did. Look at Pascal, what he did. Look at Kovalev, he beat Yard. You know, look at Bernard Hopkins' later career. He was still making big wins at an older age. You know, but that's my call. You know, appreciate the work, Ness. Y'all have a good one.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Out here grinding, and I'm just happy, bro, that we were able to even have the show. That I finally got this all worked out, and we don't got to miss shows while on the road. We're gonna go to Supermax on the Boomerang. Talk to me.
Yo, Ness.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so pretty much let's take a look at Floyd's fights after he became the money man. We're obviously going to exclude the Conor McGregor fight. You look at Ricky Hatton, got a TKO over Ricky Hatton, but remember, everybody says Ricky Hatton's natural weight was at 140, right? So he brought a smaller man up.
But you got to get me on speaker, champ. Whatever you're doing, it's fucking up the show coming back in. But in terms of Floyd, the argument with C.Y.P. is more about Floyd fighting fighters at a certain age, not any other technicalities like catch weights and things like that. But you want to try me? Are you ready to come back, or should I go to someone else? All right, so we're going to Raiders in L.A.
Yep.
Oh, you back?
Yeah. Is this better?
Yep.
Yeah. But what I'm saying with that is you're talking about that, but Pacquiao was also older. He failed to mention that name. You can equivalate a lot of what Floyd did to Canelo. You know, you got Shane Mosley coming off a big win. You can equate that to Lara. You got Victor Ortiz. He was young, but what was he really doing? He quit against Maidana. Marquez was one of the old guys you mentioned who also had never fought at 147. He came up 2 weight classes. Cotto, that's a solid win, can't take away. So there's your Danny Jacobs. You know, you got Robert Guerrero. Prime and ready, but was he on that level? You got Canelo Alvarez. Everybody says he was too young. You know, you can pick apart and
Yo, I don't know what you're doing. I think maybe your headphones are on your shirt, champ. I don't know. But, like, the mic, whatever mic you're using is touching something, and it's coming in super hot.
I'm straight from my phone now.
All right. You there?
Yo.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, yeah, I'm using straight from the phone now. But, yeah, you know, you can pick apart and break down anybody's resume. At the end of the day, it's never going to satisfy anybody. Look, if he goes and beats Charlo in May and then beats Andre in September, there'll be somebody else. You know, they'll find somebody else. You know, this is how boxing works.
But Floyd always said that, man. The next fight's always the big fight. They always build someone up. Like, he beat Kovalev, now it's Charlo. He beats Charlo, it'll be Andre. It'll continue, and then they'll say he was waiting for Triple G to get old. Like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it's something you can defend. But now, as far as the next fight goes, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive Dazn is gonna go ahead and get their way on this third Triple G fight. That'll probably be next.
Yo, let me ask you a quick question. Who did Yard knock out?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. We got somebody in the chat, Cut West. This is my man, too, talking about Yard was hitting Kovalev with bombs and didn't go down, and Yard has 90% KO ratio, yet Canelo moves up 2 weight classes and knocks him out. Some things just make you go, And, yeah, when someone can tell me the level of person that Yard has fought compared to Kovalev, then we can understand that, I guess. But I guess you don't watch boxing, Cut West. Listen, Supermax, let me go. I'm going to go ahead and get some other people here. We got Raiders from L.A. Talk to me. Raiders in L.A. Skype. All right, we're going to...
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, it's really funny to me and shit how these people are saying that this fight was fixed when you got some callers coming in and telling you that Kovalev was up on the scorecard, and then they say that fight was fixed. What kind of
Well, no, the
shit is
Kovalev wasn't up on the scorecards.
No, according to the caller. I had one caller saying that, oh, yeah, I had Kovalev on the card. But the fight was fixed.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Kovalev was winning on the cards too, though.
Yeah, no, okay, but it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? How are you going to say that the fight was fixed and you had Kovalev up on those cards? Not you, but one of your callers. Anyways, the other point I wanted to make out is that Canelo hit Kovalev like the same shot that Andy Ruiz hit Joshua right in the ear, and he did the chicken dance. He did the same exact goddamn thing. But nobody says nothing about that, right? And then they're talking about, that Kovalev didn't let his hands go. You know, he couldn't. Canelo had a game plan. You move that monster back, move him fighting backwards. Kovalev cannot fight moving backwards. So all he had to do was keep his distance, keep jabbing, and try to throw that right hand. He threw that right hand, he would get countered.
I agree with you, bro. People talking about, he was the smaller man. No, it's the game plan. People fought the wrong game plan with Kovalev, and they seen the flaws, and they capitalized, and that's what this is. It's a strategic pick, man.
Exactly. And then they were saying about, how Mayweather. So if Canelo can do that to Kovalev, Mayweather did the same thing to Pacquiao. Pacquiao wasn't himself.
No, but listen,
like an amateur.
They're also complaining. They're saying, oh, wow, Canelo moved up and he was able to take Kovalev's shots. Well, I thought Floyd moved up and was able to take Canelo's shots. I thought Floyd had a rehydration clause or a 152 catch weight clause in his contract.
Anything that Canelo does, these people are going to be hating. They're saying, that he's ducking Andre and ducking Charlo. How is he going to be ducking these guys when he fought Triple G twice and Jacobs? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, it's not ducking, man. It's every time you beat someone, they're gonna want you to fight someone else. That's all it is.
That's the thing, bro. Like these guys, Charlo and Andrade barely became relevant like 2 years ago. When Canelo's fighting Triple G, then he fought Triple G again, then he fought Fielding, then he fought Jacobs. You can't be calling this guy a ducker when he's fighting these guys. It's stupid, retarded. So people don't know how to think. You know, where's the proof? They have no proof. They just say things. Anyways, that's it, man. That's my call.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. N.O. Boomerang.
Shit, nuts. This what I want to let everybody, all the fighters that listen to this show. Anybody at 160, 168, 175, if you plan on jamming your fucking way to a victory against Canelo Alvarez, you might want to stay your fucking ass at home, you hear me? Because you ain't going to get the
You might want to call back in. I know you got some bad service right now. We're going to go to Keem in Florida. Talk to me.
Yo, what up? You can hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. First off, welcome back, champ. Glad to have you back, on the regular multiple shows a day. Missed you out there on the weekend, man. But, yeah, so I can't believe all the talk I'm hearing about the fight was fixed. I didn't expect to be hearing that. That's pretty crazy. You know, it's rather obvious he was hurt. You know, like somebody just said, you seen Kovalev get the chicken legs in there,
I know.
man. Like
Zab Judah gets laughed at. You know, Costa Zoo making him do the chicken dance. No one says Zab Judah took a dive. You know, and instead that's what his name is known for, the chicken dance with Costa Zoo, but not Kovalev. Kovalev took a dive even though he got a hit with an equilibrium shot.
Yeah, that's crazy. He got hit, did the chicken legs, and then got caught. You know, Canelo seen it and hit him with the big right hand, you know, and put him down. I mean, it was impressive to me, very impressive. I thought for sure. You know, I've said before, I know the McGirt family well. I was speaking with Buddy's nephew before the fight, and we was talking, and we were both, you know, like, yeah, he's gonna attack him to the body. He'll probably get him out of there 8 to 10 rounds. You know, with the body work, I did not expect him to knock Kovalev out to the head. That was extremely impressive to me.
Oh my God, I got the perfect chat. Keem, listen to this.
Go ahead.
Ness, if Canelo was fixing fights, why not pay better beef? Haters are so stupid. That is true. That is true. If you paying Kovalev, why not pay better beef for 2 belts, or pay better beef so you could be, you know, people could think you a monster. You make the public think you a monster by knocking out.
You got the young gunner.
Exactly, man. It's stupid. That dude was smart. Good chat right there, brother. Sorry to cut you off, man.
No, that's very true. No, you good. But that is very true. Why not go after the guy with 2 belts, right, instead of the guy with 1 belt? But yeah, no, I was super impressed with Canelo. The way he did it, you know, that's always important. It's not just taking the fight. That's you know, that's impressive too. But the way you win the fight, you know, was impressive. I think that Kovalev fought a smart fight. I think him and Buddy had a good game plan. You know, we're just trying to stick to the jab and not really throw any crazy, wild, hard punches, because Canelo was definitely countering a lot. You know, it was a good fight, though. It was a very good fight. I was, again, super impressed with Canelo, just mainly with the way he was able to get Kovalev out of there. I wasn't able to listen to the whole show. I seen the title says, you know, what's next for Canelo. Me personally, I'd like to see him stay around 168, 175. It's just really interesting to see this guy who's not that big get in there and fight like a big man, you know, keep guys on the back foot and land the power shots and just doing what he's able to do. You know, it's just like kind of like Mayweather, who was always the smaller guy fighting up, but schooling people, you know, fighting that one. Didn't he only weigh like 150 when he fought Canelo at 154? I don't think Mayweather got up to 154, if I remember correctly. But, you know, just seeing the smaller guy moving up in weight, fighting bigger guys and schooling them is really impressive. I like seeing that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know what everybody else's opinion on what Canelo should do next or who he should fight next, but I like what he's doing with you know, just fighting bigger guys and, you know, putting the pounding on him, man. That shit is impressive to me. That's legacy type shit. So, a big shout out to Canelo, man. It was a good fight weekend. But yeah, that's my call, man.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Let me see what we got going on here. So I just want to go over some stuff really quick. So I need to get into my boy Canelo Alvarez's resume real quick, because I don't know. Isn't Charlo's biggest win Austin Trout, and Hurd's biggest win Laura? all guys that Canelo already fought, right? But they're saying that Canelo's afraid or something like that. I don't know. Man. I don't know. It's like doesn't make sense. I think that's what Keem was saying. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of these names on his resume are people's biggest wins. Let's see. Who was Fielding lost to? He lost twice, so he lost to Callum Smith. See how relevant these things are? Hilarious. We got a caller here. 570. Who's this? Who's this? He hung up. He didn't want that. All right. Well, we'll go back to these names on the resume, right? So Canelo's Rocky Fielding's biggest loss is Callum Smith, someone they want Canelo to fight. Gennady Golovkin's biggest win is Jacobs. Jacobs' biggest win is Peter Quillen. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just can't see the ducking, man. There's a lot of names there. But you know what? There is that little, I mean, it's 2 fights. And the Liam Smith, that was a title. But the Khan, that was a money grab. I mean, look, you got to do those too, man. You got to get these little in-betweeners, you know, and make some money. Because right here, you know, he fought Cotto. And that's the thing, man. It's like he fought Jacobs and Kovalev back-to-back, and there's no respect. And this is what I mean. So if he would have fought Cotto and then Charlo, would he have gotten the respect? Because here he is fighting Jacobs and then Kovalev in no respect. And then he also fought Gennady, no respect. You know? He also fought Austin Floyd, no respect on the back-to-back. So I think that maybe he's just doing it his way because you guys don't give a fuck. That's why. You don't appreciate what these dudes do. So why would they listen to you? I'm just saying. But I think that's it, man. I'm not going to force any longer. I'm going to go get some of these Dreamlands. I thought Bo was on the line. Trying to meet up with you, Bo. If you hear me, hit me up. You got my number. Let's get some Dreamlands. This is the show. You guys wanted it. We done it. And we will be back with some more. We're obviously going to be in the Deontay Wilder gym in a few hours. So definitely get you some coverage. If you haven't already done so, head on over to patreon.com and drop your question so that I can ask Deontay Wilder your specific question by your name as well, getting you, you know, the good old shout out from the champ. And also Jay Diaz, and I'll be putting up some more there for the rest of the camp so we can ask them all questions as well. Yeah, Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget, I'm working, man, so send me, you know, any form of messages you guys want so that, you know, so that we could get this show popping. Peace out.